It's the end of September, and the Fissuratus bloom at the end of the growing season. Here's a couple. I'm going to pollinate them. People like to get the seeds. So these are easy to pollinate. I just use this for the yellow stuff. That's the pollen. This is just a regular paintbrush. And then the seeds will pop up, and almost maybe like 10, 12 months from now. Yeah, no more, like 9, 10 months. Usually in August. I'll do this guy too. And some more here. Not all of them flower at the same time, but I have like 10 of them. So usually a couple of them will flower. And then this guy here. I don't know if these other ones will flower, maybe. Usually they don't all flower at the same time. Something must have happened to him to make him clump up like that. And I think there'll probably be more flowers eventually, but we'll just have to wait. We can look at some other benches. There's other stuff flowering besides these Fissuratus. Here's these Bokei. This is the last one flowering. They flowered a few months ago, and I pollinated them with a little makeup brush. I think I showed that. And then they'll start to fruit. I'll have to harvest these pretty soon, maybe today. There's one here. So they don't have as many seeds as the Fissuratus get. So here's 3 Cory Fantha Retuses. They flower late in the year, and I think they're from central southern Mexico. This is going to flower soon, but too early to pollinate. But this one, he's got a big seed pod. Yeah, there we go. And I guess that's from last year, so should have ripe seeds in it. I don't know. You have to cross pollinate, or they're self-fertile. I'm not sure. I crossed them, but I think this seed pod formed on a flower that I didn't cross, and that happened a few years ago too. And they germinated, so I don't know yet. These are very old. They just grow slow. Here's some more fall flowering. The Turbina carpus alonzii and the Strombo cactus disconformis. And I crossed them because someone said they might hybridize. So we'll see what happens. The seeds off this one are really small. Not very big on this one either. So more fall Mexican cactus that flower in the fall, probably after the monsoon rains. And that will slowly dry them out for the winter rest period. Here's an serus pectinatus with a big fruit. There's probably hundreds of seeds in there. I'll have to harvest those pretty soon. Here's some Mamary coelensis. I crossed them. They got seeds in there. They're like kind of a spring flowering plant. This plant, Mamary alacoma, flowers all summer long and into the fall. And it's a pretty easy plant to grow. I think that's a pretty popular beginner cactus. And this one got fruits. This Mammaria pseudo Fusagera? No, that's not what it is. It's Mamary perella, which means pretty. It just set fruits on its own. So it must be self-fertile. I only have one. So I think the seeds are small and probably kind of a tan color. And here's a Turbina carpus yarnigii. They're just starting to flower. It's a little early. I usually find these flower like in November, but they're just starting. I saw buds on another one too. So as soon as I get more than one, I'll cross these. These flower all summer long, these Astrophyllum coilents, and they're easy to set seeds. And hopefully the over there, the Ariocarpus retusis will flower. They usually flower later than all the other ones. And they don't always flower for me for some reason. And these should flower, bravoensis. They should flower pretty soon. They're pretty reliable flowering. These, not so much. But we'll see. You never know. And then in the fall, the cactus are flowering at the end of their growing season. This is a Conophytum manuum, I think. And it's flowering at the beginning of its growing season. And it has a lot of flowers. These are really pretty. So I grow these separate from the cactus, but they're still succulents. Got a lot of flowers. You can pollinate these with pine needles. If I had more than one, I could use a pine needle, but I just have this one guy so far. He's early.